G'day people, Farouk here. I'm riding in the Indian Pacific Wheel Ride 2024 or IPWR or IndyPac from Freo to Sydney. Looking to do a distance of 5,471 kilometres, all going well, body holding up. Just give you a brief rundown on the gear that I'm carrying. First off, I've got a jersey that I'll be wearing. It'll be a Macca Cancer 200. I've got a few of them, so I'll pick my favourite before I go. Got a buff from the Perkins Institute as well. That's to keep the sun off the neck and can actually wrap around the head to protect the ears and face as well. Pedal Mafia necks. I've got a spare pair that I've got to take with me. Korean randonneurs cap. This one's my favourite. It's got a visor that you can move, which if the sun conditions change, that's very handy. Fingerless gloves. Pedal Mafia socks, Pedal Mafia leggings to keep me warm, and I've got Macca Cancer 200 sleeves to keep the sun off. I've recently purchased a Camelback 2-litre bag. There's a little bit of storage space there, mainly for lotions, but it's good for just water. You can't put electrolytes in there. Electrolytes go in the two 800ml bottles that I'm going to be carrying as well. I'm running Continental GPS 5000 tyres, so I've got a spare tyre to go with the spare tyre around my stomach that I'm hoping to lose during this journey. Here we have the Moon Meteor Storm Pro headlight, good for 50 hours if I want to be seen, good for 2 to 6 hours if I need to see where I'm going. I've got the Garmin 520 Edge Plus GPS and the Garmin InReach Explorer Plus satellite tracking device with SOS capabilities. For my helmet, I've got a Moon Regal headlamp and I've got a Moon Orion tail light. From Bunnings, I picked up some glasses which actually have a second focal point at 2 times, so it's good for people that might need prescription glasses. Got a spare pair of sunnies, some Voltaren, Aerogard, keep away the mozzies, hopefully. Pawpaw in case I've got some sores, aloe vera to get rid of too much suntan, if that's at all possible. So, toothpaste, some glasses for when you're off the bike, multi-tool just in case I need cutting some cable ties and readjusting stuff on the bike, pseudo creme. That's my bum cream, and it's good for nappy rash. Hopefully I'm not taking any nappies with me, so I should be alright. Got some antiseptic cream and some sunscreen. Here we have my helmet. You can see here's the spot for the front facing light and the rear light. And we've got a side mirror on the side. That's brilliant, it's adjustable. Stops me from having to turn my head and getting a sore neck. Brilliant bit of kit. Bunnings, I've got myself a high-vis reflective shirt and that was quite comfortable when I took that for a test ride the other day. I've got a little box which I'll keep my credit cards and keys in, should keep them dry. My Garmin Varia RTL 515 radar warns me of vehicles or any other sorts of traffic up to 140 metres or 500 feet behind me. Must have piece of kit. Cleat covers for when I'm walking around in my bike shoes off the bike. Spare rear light. Got a pump, hand pump. Allen key multi-tool. Antibacterial wipes for when a man's got to go where no man's gone before, and I can't really afford to take toilet paper as well, a bit strapped for space. 28,000 milliamp hour battery pack, so that should stand me in good stead. Notepad and pen. Here we have a life straw. This would allow me to drink water that's been contaminated or from a sheep's trough or something like that if I'm quite desperate. Can't use it on seawater though. I've got 4 bottles of electrolyte tablets, so that should be enough to get me to Adelaide and keep up my electrolytes so I can refill if I get there. Chapstick, another lot of sunscreen, pipe cleaners in case the cassette gets dirty and you need to emergency clean it. That's a good thing. Mask, might need that. Got some reef shoes here for when I'm off the bike. Don't need socks. You can walk over anything. Good in wet conditions, so that's good. I'm going to strap them onto the back of my saddlebag with a luggage strap. Here we have a 3 litre flexible bottle, and I can strap that anywhere on the bike when I need to use it. When I've got a long trip, 200 kilometres in a day, and it turns out to be 40 degrees. Dog poo bags, got to keep things dry. A couple of charging units. Got some waterproof and cold resistant socks and gloves, and the all important rain jacket, might need that. Some spare charging cables and some Allen keys. Booties to keep the shoes clean and dry, and also to keep the feet warm if it's a bit cold. Got a lock for the bike. I have various pins for the chain, spare valve, brake pads, 4 of them. I've got screws for the brake pads. I've got pins for the chain in case I need to change them, some quick links, spare pair of cleats and screws, valve washers and caps, a little bit of cash, Allen keys. I've got the bike levers to get the tyres off, so tyre levers, some screwdrivers in case. Got a chain breaker in case I've got to take out a link. I've got the all-important valve spanner. If you want to see a cyclist cry when you've gone to all the trouble to change your tube and you've had to take your wheel off and you put it back on, and then when you go to pump it up and the valve comes out, well, don't want to have that issue again. So I've actually pre-tightened my spare tubes. I've got 4 spare tubes. I've got a kit here for if I get some flats and fix the tubes themselves. I've got various sized cable ties, and I've got another bike lever in there. Very little in the way of clothes on off the bike. Undies, socks, pair of shorts, can't even fit a pair of pants in. Got a thermal shirt, undershirt, towel, I've got a pillow. Here we have some oil, wet lube, another luggage strap, and I've got some Chucks wipes in case I've got to clean the cassette. I've got some plastic that I can put down on the ground if I need to have a sleep during the day, and that's all going in this 14 litre saddlebag and a 4.5 litre frame bag. And last but not least, I'm going to take the first aid kit. You can see there's quite a bit in this. Scissors, safety pins, pincers, towelettes, alcohol prep pads, cotton buds, bandages. I've got some Panadol, some Strepsil, some diarrhea tablets, some antihistamines, and some bandages. And hopefully I don't need this, but I've got an emergency blanket in case I really need to have a sleep or the weather is pretty bad and I'm cold and I can't be riding at the time. Thank you for your interest.